Hey guys, Tiger here. Hope everybody's doing well. The topic I'd like to approach today has to do with our youth versus radical and extremist groups in our society. And this is becoming a growing problem in this country. You see it in other countries where young people really don't have a choice, that they're forced into armies and radical groups and terrorist groups. But here in the U.S., you wouldn't think that would be an issue, but it is. And I just want to kind of put it out there and let you guys have an understanding or some insight into what is really going on in our society today. And found this article that's put out by Devon, DEVON, Children and Families Partnership. And just looking online, they seem to have a lot of online studies for families and children. And I'm going to quote a few things here because I think this article says it the best. And we'll start with what is radicalization. And this says, quote, radicalization is when someone starts to believe or support extreme views and in some cases then participates in terrorist groups or acts. It can be motivated by a range of factors including ideologies, religion, religious beliefs, political beliefs, and prejudice against particular groups of people. And who is at risk? Again, quote, anyone can be radicalized, but factors such as being easily influenced and impressionable make children and young people particularly vulnerable. Children who are at risk of radicalization may have low self-esteem or be victims of bullying or discrimination. And just to kind of skip through some of this stuff, they may feel isolated, they may be stressed out, depressed, embarrassed, fed up with being bullied. They're angry with society, they're angry with our government, or they just don't understand what's going on around them or haven't been taught or talked to or included in things that are going on around them and in our country today. And again, quote, teenagers can be at greater risk because they are more independent, exploring new things and pushing boundaries as they grow and discover more about their identity, faith, and sense of belonging. Extremist groups often target young people via the internet and the social media. And this is becoming a greater problem because our youth and kids today spend a lot of time on the computer or on their phones. They don't really socialize with their families. They don't socialize face to face with their friends, going to the movies or the soda shop or the mall, or participating in sports together, hanging out and doing homework together. It's all how can we communicate as fast as we can texting? or emailing or Instagramming or you name it. You know, all of you who are parents, see how your children are communicating and interacting with the world. It's not face to face like it used to be. You know, when I was growing up, we'd get the kids together in the neighborhood, usually in our front yard because it was a decent sized front yard. We'd play ball, we'd throw frisbee, do all kinds of stuff, ride bikes together through the neighborhood, all kinds of stuff together as kids in our neighborhood. And every once in a while, the parents would come out and participate. Maybe we'd grill out together or just interact socially as a community. And you just don't see that as much anymore. And it's scary because you have these extremist groups which are sucking in our children and telling them that, hey, we'll be your friend, we'll take care of you, we agree with how you think, or we can help you understand what you're thinking. And they just feed them a bunch of hate messages. The world is out to get you. All kinds of conspiracy theories that they can push into the minds of our children and young people to get them to become a part of their group that will fight against society. They fight against our government. They fight against people of different colors and cultures. And instead of being inclusive, they shut out everybody. Then everybody's against me, so we're going to fight against everybody. And that's not how it should be. There used to be gangs, and I know there's still gangs that exist, but this is a step higher and a step deeper and a step way more dangerous, I think, than what the gangs in the society are. They become more radicalized, more extreme, more weaponized, to where you have a person that will go out and shoot up a school, or somebody that'll go out and shoot up a mall or a movie theater or a grocery store, go blow up buildings because they think they're doing something right when it's not. And it's scary that this is where a lot of our children are going, and you've got a lot of our government that pushes or molds or is trying to mold our youth into being prejudiced people, discriminative people, hate-filled, wrongly educated people. And we can't let that happen in this country. Our youth need to be supported. They need to flourish in creative ideas, all-encompassing ideas. How do we make the world a better place? How do we make it a more loving place? How do we accept our neighbors? how do we work together to make an awesome, awe-inspiring working community here in this country, and can help spread that around the world. You know, it scares me with the government, people that are getting the youth to look up to them, or they're smothering our youth, telling them what they can and can't do, what they can study and what they can't study. And this again opens the door, because it's creating a society that's Hitleristic, if you will, that we're just robots and we're going to train you to hate and to destroy and to turn this country into a country of robots. Humans that can't think for themselves, humans that can't create and make new, beautiful, wonderful things happen. So you can look all this stuff up online just as easily as I have, and see what the signs are, see where our youth are going, learn how to read your youth and reach them before it's too late. Because we got a wonderful society here. We can't let it go down the toilet. But if we let these radical and extremist groups and these radical thinking government officials, like we have in Florida, let's say, we can't let them run our society and ruin our youth and ruin this country. So just something to think about and pray about. Let's put it in God's hands and get Him to show us where we need to be and how we need to take care of this and love our country again. So, just some food for thought. Hope everybody out there is doing okay. And that's my thought for this video. I want you guys to know I love you and God loves you. And we'll see you again soon. Tiger out.